Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day it is for you. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sandra Heimbala, the host and creator of Sharing Wisdom as I Gain Knowledge, which is a biblically based podcast where I share life lessons, advice, and whatever is good. Why is this hair poking out? Why is it fading me now? Yes. Bless. I think I should say like this because this side is looking reasonable. But anyway, for today's topic, we're going to be talking about comparison is a thief of joy. When I thought of the topic, right, I always thought that the quote "comparison is a thief of joy" was like an sit down verse in the Bible, but it's actually not. It's just the essence of certain scriptures. That was eye-opening. And yeah, let's get straight into it with the main verse of today's podcast, which is going to be today's message, which is from Galatians 6 verse 3, verse 1 to 5, but verse 4, is it 4? No, verse 3 to 5 specifically, which says, "For if anyone thinks of himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceives himself. But let each one examine his own work, and then he will have rejoicing in himself alone and not in another, for each one shall bear his own load." Now, the reason why I chose this one specifically as the main one is because it ties in comparison with comparison in terms of lowering yourself and putting yourself up there. Because most of the time when we think of comparison, I feel like we see it as you're putting yourself down because of what other people are doing, but it's not always the case. Sometimes you end up putting yourself higher than where you're supposed to be. And so what is it? An example in today's life would be, let's start with the reason why I even chose this topic today. It's because we're constantly being exposed to other people's lives. We aren't just living our lives knowing just about ourselves, but we know about people that are far from us, close to us, and so on. You see it on a WhatsApp status. This one is going where. You are seeing on Instagram, this one is traveling where. And sometimes as a person that does occasionally post on social media and whatnot, you just post because cute vibes and whatnot, but some of these things do trigger moments of comparison. This can be either good or bad though, because some comparison is good because you're this person is doing this, it gives you motivation sometimes to be okay, you know what, if they can do it, then I can do it too. But it's not always the case, because sometimes you would compare yourself and put yourself so low that people are doing things, people are achieving this, that, and the third, people are going here and there and why not, and all these other things, and you're just why is my life like this? Why am I experiencing life like this? But it's dangerous to do that, because let me bring in another famous quote or thingy that we say is stay in your own lane. Now I think this is very relevant to this that's the message for today, because in life, right, we're all in our own race. We're all in a different race, and it's not a race that can be measured. And if we decide to put ourselves in a place of comparing each other, and if we put ourselves at a place where we're comparing each other and thinking that we started at the same point. See, now my words are starting to make sense. We started at the same point, went to the same school and whatnot, but the life that they're living is not the life that I'm living. To be honest, there are so many factors that influence the way that your life will turn out. For example, the life that I'm living right now is not the same life that someone else is living that I started school with or whatnot. Like, they can be having a full-blown job right now, or married or whatever, and I'm here, what is it, I'm abroad and I'm studying, so like we all have different things that will influence the outcome of our lives. Some of these things are things that we can control, and some of these things are literally out of our control, and some of these are planned and unplanned. So what is it? You could compare yourself to someone who has thought of their life in advance, and they made sure the way that I'm thinking of my life right now is the way that it's gonna play out. And maybe for you, you were like, I'm just going with the vibe, whatever comes. I want this, but I have a vivid, not a vivid, but I have a broad image of what I want, but I don't have any specifics. You can't compare the way that your life is going to be with the way that someone else's life is going to be, because the way that they went about it is different from the way that you are going about it or went about it in the past. And yeah, man, I had to gather my words again because I wasn't making sense anymore. But I was on Proverbs 14 verse 30, which says, a sound mind is life to the body, and envy is rottenness to the bones. Now I'm bringing this verse up because I feel like in the end of, like, okay, fine, comparison is bad, but why is it bad? It's bad because these are things that you carry in your heart, right? Or maybe you're saying it out loud, but even if you're saying it out loud, it's in your heart as well. That's why you're saying it or thinking it or whatever. And one thing with comparison is it blurs the way you see things. Say, for example, you compare yourself with other people, and when you compare yourself to other people, you see them as below you. This kind of image and this kind of idea will stop you from realizing that people are actually doing good in life, or that people are improving and whatnot, because you're constantly like, nah, this person is below me, there no way that they can like get up there, get to my level or whatever. Or even if you see yourself as lower than someone else, you won't be able to appreciate your achievements. You won't be able to appreciate your life the way you're supposed to, or the way that you could be appreciating life, because you just be like, this person is doing this, I'm not doing enough. Or like, you maybe do good and you're just like, I'm still not doing good enough. It's one thing to be able to push yourself to go beyond and to achieve greater things, but it's another to not acknowledge how you are doing, or not being content with how you are doing. Like, the overall thing of the verse that I mentioned earlier, right, is that you'll be at peace when you have a sound heart. And I don't feel like you can have a sound heart if you're constantly comparing yourself to people, whether in like I'm up there or I'm down here, in comparison to other people. Because literally, guys, we're all in a race, but it's a different race for each person. It doesn't matter if you started at the same point. It doesn't matter if you're aiming for the same thing. Your life is not going to play out exactly the same as the person next to you. Not at all. Even if you guys try and plan things exactly the same, it still won't play out the same, because your emotions will be different, your reactions will be different, your experiences will be different, and maybe even the opportunities that come to you guys as direction will be different. Not maybe, most of the time it's going to be different as well. So yeah, no guys, I think, let me not drag this too much. I said that in the other video, like the other clip, but let me not drag this too much. Comparison is a thief of joy. Be at peace with who you are, and don't compare your journey with other people's journeys, your achievements with other people's achievements, because your high can be someone's low, and your low could be someone's high. Your congratulations could be someone's biggest disappointment, and vice versa. I hope this message was useful to even one of you guys. I hope that it reminded you to not compare yourself to other people. It will cloud your judgment. So just be at peace. Love your life. Love people. Love yourself. Love God. And appreciate every single moment that you get to experience. Appreciate every single day that you get to wake up. Appreciate every single achievement. Appreciate every single fail as well, because failure is just another way of achieving. Because some failures allow you to get a different perspective, and some failures allow you to acknowledge certain weaknesses or whatnot. But yeah, no, may God be with you guys. Don't forget to pray, eat, please. Take care of yourselves. And yeah, just be kind, guys. I love you all, but God loves you more, as all the Christian influencer people like to say, but it's true, Shem. And like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I hope to see you guys in the next episode of Sharing Wisdom as I gain knowledge, or another episode of my YouTube channel. I think I'm going to be posting again soon